Okay, what are the 5 major accounts in accounting? So today our learning competency is to discuss the 5 major accounts. So what are the 5 major accounts? So the expanded accounting equation is composed of 5 elements. Every time a transaction occurs, we analyze the transaction whether it has a financial effect in the elements of the accounting equation. So these elements that we are referring to under the expanded accounting equation are the 5 major classification of accounts. So these are assets, liabilities, owner's equity, revenue, and expenses. So here we have here we are going to indicate the classification of the accounts listed below, whether it is assets, liabilities, equity, income, or expenses account under column A, and as either a statement of financial position account or an income statement account under column B. So this statement of financial position, it is also called the balance sheet. It is either a balance sheet account or an income statement account in the column B. So let's start with accounts receivable. In column A, what is it? Is it assets, liability, or equity? So the accounts receivable belongs to assets. Okay? And then it is for the statement of financial position. So here it is. Accounts receivable, assets, then statement of financial position. So before you will proceed to this slides or to this column, you must fill up first here, column A and column B. And then after, or kung na-fill up mo na to, then mag-self-check ka kung tama ba yung mga answer mo. So, accounts receivable, assets, belongs to statement of financial position. Building, assets pa rin yung building. Statement of financial position. Notes payable, so liability. Statement of financial position. Rent expense, so sa expense siya. So kung tandaan natin yung mga elements ng account ay assets, liabilities, expenses, equity, and income. Okay. So owner's equity, equity siya, statement of financial position, prepaid as expenses, so assets, and so on and so forth until sa sales, which is income, and then sa income statement siya. So, tandaan ninyong mabuti, tingnan ninyong mabuti kung saan siya. Is siya by assets, statement of financial position ba, or nasa income statement ba siya. Kasi pag gagawa na tayo ng journal, or gagawa na tayo ng income statement, gagawa na tayo ng statement of financial position, so dapat alam natin kung ano yung mga accounts na ilalagay natin doon para magiging balance. Okay. Kung matatandaan natin, yung accounting equation ay dapat balance yung assets, liabilities, plus owner's equity. So, ayan, may assets dyan, may liabilities dyan. So, may owner's equity, may income. So, kung hindi yan magiging balance, kung hindi magiging balance yung formula ng accounting, so, hindi siya magiging tama. Pero minsan, mababalance siya kahit hindi siya tama. Kaya wrong. Kaya zero lahat na yan. Okay? So, we have here a procedure. Identify its of the account, classify assets, tama, tapos na to, write under column A and column B, and so on and so forth. So, let's proceed. So, here we have here another activity. Given the following transaction of GD Law Services, determine what accounting element is affected? Write your answer in a sheet of paper. So go and get a paper and let's practice solving this one. So Gina D put up her law and notarial office. She invested 200,000 as initial investment. So this is her first transaction. She paid 12,000 for stall rent applicable for 1 year. She purchased a computer equipment worth 30,000. She purchased a laptop and printer worth 40,000 and 10,000 respectively. She paid 30,000, the balance to be paid after 60 days. So she paid the balance to be paid after 60 days. So their term is 60 days. She purchased office supplies amounting 3,000. She received consultancy fee from various clients, 15,000. She received professional fee amounting to 30,000. She paid business taxes amounting to 4,650 during the month. She paid 2,000 electricity expenses during the month, and she paid 12,000 for the salary of her assistant. Okay? So I will show you the answer. Okay. Here we go. So in the first place, when we go back to the transaction, Gina D put up her law and notarial office. She invested 200,000 as initial investment. So here we have here cash, journal entry. This is the journal entry. So cash, 200,000. DR is debit, CR is credit. So Gina capital, 200,000. So accounts affected is assets. Natural ang assets ay nag-increase. And then meron na siyang equity, Gina capital. Okay, next transaction. Number 2. Tingnan nyo sa number 2. She paid 12,000 for stall rent applicable for a year. So ano ito? So this is expenses. Nagbayad siya ng stall rent applicable for 1 year. So prepaid rent. Bakit prepaid? Binayaran niya yung isang taon, 1 year rent ng kanyang office, kumbaga. So, prepaid, 12,000. And then, accounts affected, assets. And then, ano yung sa credit is cash. Kung titingnan natin yung cash dito ay debit. And then, nagbayad siya ng renta. So, nabawasan yung cash niya. So, dyan. Next, number 3. She purchased a computer equipment worth 30,000. Bumili siya ng computer equipment. So, ano yung nangyayari? So, computer equipment. Kita nyo? 30,000 debit. Meron siyang, ano yung nasa kanya? Kumbaga, computer. So, since cash, nag-less yung cash niya. So, 30,000 ang worth. Credit is 30,000. So, dapat balance yan. Kung anong meron, kung anong pumasok sa'yo, siya rin yung amount na lalabas sa'yo. Accounts affected. Assets. Tumaas na yung assets niya. Assets din yung credited. Kasi cash is assets. Okay, next, number 4. She purchased a laptop and a printer worth 40,000 and 10,000 respectively. She paid 30,000, the balance to be paid after 60 days. So, ano ba yung balance? She paid 30,000. So, 40 plus 10. 40,000 plus 10 is 50,000. So, ang balance niya ay, nabayad siya ng 30,000. So, ang balance niya ay 20,000. Okay, so, balik tayo sa she purchased a laptop and printer worth 40,000 and 10,000. Nagbayad siya ng 30,000. So, may balance siyang 20,000. So, yung 20,000 ay babayaran niya for 60 days. Okay? So, here, computer equipment, ano yung nandyan sa kanya? Computer equipment worth 50,000. Yung lumabas sa kanya, cash, 30,000, and then accounts payable worth 20,000. So, yung computer equipment is assets, yung cash is assets din, pero yung accounts payable ay liability. Kumbaga, meron na siyang utang. Okay? Next is, she purchased office supplies amounting to 3,000 pesos. Bumili siya ng office supplies amounting to 3,000 pesos. Okay, here. So, ano yun sa kanya? Office supplies, 3,000. Cash yung binayad niya. Yung lumabas ay cash. So, account affected is assets. Assets yung office supplies. Assets din yung cash. Okay. So, next. She received consultancy fee from various clients, 15,000 pesos. So, service income, yung natanggap niya, 30,000, and then cash. So, ang affected ay revenue and then assets. So, she received a consultancy sorry. Let's go back to 7. Service fee income. Okay. She received consultancy fee from client 15. She received professional fee amounting to 30,000. Nakatanggap siya ng fee. So, cash din yun. She paid business taxes amounting to 4,650 during the month. So, nagbayad siya ng 4,600. So, kung nagbayad siya, anong mangyayari doon? Taxes and licenses, and then lumabas ay cash. Okay? And then, she paid 2,000 pesos electricity expense during the month. Nagbayad siya. So, ano sa kanya ay electricity expenses 2,000 and ang lumabas sa kanya ay cash. Okay. She paid 12,000 for salary of her assistant. Okay. So, salary expenses 12,000, expenses ang affected, then cash 12,000, assets naman yung affected. Okay? So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.